You're an e-commerce brand that knows not only the power of email marketing, but also that great email marketing doesn't have to be expensive. And that's why you want to send a marketing email promoting your new products. So you go to Omnisend's free subject line tester tool, put it in your subject line, get the results, and bam! A great subject line that will entice and open. There's only one problem. You have so much to say and not enough room to say it. What do? This is why the email pre-header is so important. In today's video, I'm going to explain where the email pre-header goes, why it's so important, how to add them to your emails, and pre-header best practices and examples that will have your subscribers opening your emails like they open a bag of chips, quickly and with a purpose. I'm Greg Zackwitz, an e-commerce marketing expert here at Omnisend. Thanks for joining me. Before we dive in, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button so you never miss awesome videos just like this one. All right, let's pre-head on in. Sometimes called email preview text, a pre-header is that muted text, shaded gray, that appears immediately after the subject line. Now, depending on the device and email service used by the recipient, it can appear next to the subject line or underneath it. Now, putting effort into your email pre-header is important for two reasons. The first is competence. Email service providers or ESPs like Gmail will take over the job if you don't. So by default, this line of text is often extrapolated from the first text found in the email campaign. Look at this example. Victoria's Secrets is wasting valuable real estate by not replacing its unsubscribe link. Now, they may get a slight pass because they're Victoria's Secrets, but it looks like you don't know what you're doing when you're surrounded by others that use pre-headers the right way. The second is intrigue. Devoting energy to crafting the right subject line is only worth it if you properly support it, and that's the pre-header's role: support. Think of it as an extension of your subject line that provides more context and intrigues your subscribers further. Customizing your email pre-header text helps encourage your recipient to open your mail and read your way too awesome email. Now, before I get into pre-header best practices, let's first talk about how long it should be and see how you actually add one to an email. Let's start with the length. Now, unlike SMS messages that have a character limit, there are no real limits for the length of an email pre-header. So while a common recommendation is between 50 to 100 characters, you likely won't see all 100 characters in some mobile devices. So our rule of thumb is a length ranging from 30 to 80 characters. Next, let's talk about how to add a pre-header. Populating your email pre-header is a straightforward process. Using Omnisend as an example, let's take a look at how easy it is to do. A pre-header entry field is located under the very first step of campaign settings. Fill it in and see how it looks in the inbox preview. There's no magical formula for success when it comes to pre-headers. However, there are 10 best practices and tactics when using email pre-headers. Number 1, differentiate from your subject line. If you adhere to only one email pre-header best practice, this is the one. Pre-header should support the subject line, not repeat it. See how annoying repetition is? This goes for slight variations as well. In this example, Francesca's pre-header text uses different words as a subject line, but really provides the same information, just in a slightly more confusing manner. This pre-header is not helping to capture and open. Number 2, incorporate a call to action. We always stress the importance of including a strong call to action within the email, so why should a pre-header be any different? In this example, Aussie Gardener is very clear about what they want you to do. Buy an apron for yourself and for someone else. And everyone loves to cook together. If you need additional tips on how to create effective emails and calls to action, be sure to check out one of our other email marketing YouTube videos. We've got it there for you. Number 3, tease an incentive. If your email campaign includes a discount, you can use the email pre-header rather than the subject line to announce it. In this example, we like how Team Bake reserves the first half of his message to ask a question. A 60% off sale is a huge deal for the consumer. This brand proves that such a lucrative offer doesn't always need to take the lead. Number 4, summarize the email content. Use the pre-header to summarize your message by listing sales, products, new arrivals, or brand names. Or use it for identifying your recurring newsletter like Nourish Natural Pro does. Branded newsletter title Nourish Together doesn't really mean anything on its own, but the pre-header text of weekly newsletter clearly identifies this isn't a sales pro. Number 5, elaborate. Not to be confused with my last tip, the elaborate angle speaks to the pre-header text extension rule. By elaborating on the subject line tease, you can use them together to reveal the best parts of your campaign. Now, this Loft example uses its pre-header to explain what the cyber event encompasses: a 60% off sale plus free shipping. Number 6, build curiosity. Consider the opposite of my last tip by creating anticipation with some mystery and provoking curiosity by being cryptic or scant on details. On this example, I'm sure that Breeze Balm piqued the interest of their consumers. Number 7, use FOMO. Fear of missing out, or FOMO as the cool kids call it, is a powerful motivator. That's why brands often find success running flash sales. Take a "this is limited and will sell fast" approach, or play the emotions in a more subtle way. Here's one from Smartwatch for Less, where they tout limited stock, and even mention not to miss out. Well done. Number 8, sprinkle in emojis. Emojis aren't necessarily right for every brand. If they work for you, go ahead and toss them into the pre-header. Emojis draw attention, especially on crowded inbox days like Black Friday, and can convey emotion more efficiently than words can. In this example, the brand Distorted People spices up their pre-headers with emojis, tactically using them to separate ideas. Now don't worry, using lots of emojis alone won't land you in the spam folder, so go wild. Number 9, personalize. Some brands see a significant increase in open rates when using personalization. In other cases, it doesn't work so well. Try sliding your recipient's name into the pre-header like Buffalo Audubon Society does, instead of putting it front and center in the subject line. It's a less aggressive way to personalize. Number 10, be concise. As in the previous examples, it's okay to give details. However, the idea is to do it with minimal verbiage. Email subscribers will only give you a second of their attention, so be succinct. The added benefit of short pre-header text is that you leave some white space around your email, which can actually help you stand out in the inbox. Take a look at this example. Do your eyes gravitate to the Mercy and Me and Pure Buy emails? I know mine do, and this is exactly what you want. Pre-headers are more than a space filler. They're an asset to your email campaigns. When creating your next email campaign, be sure to keep these strategic pre-header tactics and best practices in mind. Differentiate your subject line. Use a call to action. Tease an incentive. Summarize the email content. Elaborate on the subject line. Build curiosity. Use FOMO. Insert emojis. Personalize. And be concise. Now that you know pre-header best practices and understand the mechanics of inserting them into your emails, get creative and have fun. After all, marketing is fun. Too many people still believe that in order to get a lot out of the email marketing program, they need to pay a lot. And this is a myth that Omnisend is busting every single day. Omnisend is an email and SMS marketing platform that's free to use, and it contains a suite of features made specifically for e-commerce stores, including the ability to easily edit your pre-header text, A/B test, pre-built automations, and stunning e-commerce oriented templates. Now, anyone can sign up and use Omnisend for free, but if you're interested in one of our premium plans, which are already 40% cheaper than those other guys, we've got a discount ready and waiting for you. Just head on over to the video description, click the link, use the code found on YouTube, and you're all set. Now, if you're curious about other email marketing FAQs or email marketing tactics, be sure to check out this video with expert insights on pop-ups, email discounts, and a whole lot more. And until next time, happy marketing.